Hey guys, and today's Christmas special vlog is going to be a get to know my 4 ponies. So first up, of course, we have my main horse, my main competition horse, everything is Farah, aka Charlie's Angel is her show name. Anyways, so I do just about everything with this pony. From hunters to eventing to jumpers, like literally everything except for any western stuff. That's for a few ponies that are about to come. She is 12 years old, and I think she has a professional measurement, not a measurement card yet because you have to have 3 professional measurements, but she has 1 professional measurement, and I think it said 14.1. My highest jump on her was only, some people call it 2.6, some people call it 2.3. I personally call it like 2. Actually, I measured it was 2.4, I'm pretty sure. I owned her on September 1st, the day I bought her. She was 6 hours away, and her home is actually where Trevor went, my old pony. 5 facts about her are she is a mare, so she is pretty moody. She's not one of those mares that is not marish at all. She is also a Welsh thoroughbred. She is very picky on her food. She's very fat. She's very speedy. Speediest horse in our barn. She's like very speedy. She just loves going fast, which is what we wanted, so I'm not complaining. And the last fact about her is she has a blue eye, if you saw in some of the photos, and it is in her other eye, she has white eyelashes. I have fallen off of her twice, and we've took her to 2 shows. One of the falls was just a funny bareback fall. The other one was at a show, of course. My main goals I want to reach with her is definitely show in the 2.6 jumpers, maybe even some 2.3 hunters, I don't know. And I want to also do beginner novice on her. I don't know if she could go higher than beginner novice for eventing because the cross country gets pretty big. And just like in a lesson or something, or just one day, my highest jump I want to be with her is at least 3 foot. Not like a course or anything, just like a 3-foot jump. Now it is time to move on to my next pony. His name is Duncan, aka Dunkachunk. He's never actually been shown in that name, but that's what we call him almost every day. The only horse that is boarded is Farah, so the other 3 stay at my house. So obviously he stays at my house. This pony, I honestly can't say enough good things about him. He is bomb-proof. Like, actually, he would lift a foot up, like, to get a fly off during a bomb or something, but he is just amazing. He is only about 12 hands, though, but he's built like a tank, as you can see here. I'm 5 foot, well, maybe 4'11", but my leg doesn't even go past him because he's built like a tank. The highest I've jumped him is probably only about 2 foot because he'll jump like once a week, but he doesn't enjoy it like Farah. He enjoys barrel racing, and that is what I do with him. I've only fell like actually off of him, I think around 3 times, and I've owned him since the very end of June, but I've had about 70 bareback fake falls. I have taken him to 2 off-site shows, both barrel racing at the same place, and he actually keeps up with the horses. We don't know his breed. Shetland pony is what our vet thinks, and he's a little bit gated in his trot, so I think he might be Shetland pony crossed with like a mountain, Rocky Mountain horse, something. We have no clue. We got him from my barn that we were boarding Trevor at. I rode him about 2 months before I bought him, and then I just kind of stopped riding him for a month because I really had to focus on Trevor, which at that time was my competition horse, and we had a competition coming up. But they got him it was almost exactly 2 years ago from an auction. We don't know his true age, but the vet says around 15. 5 facts about him is he does have Cushing's. He is very fat, but not nearly as fat as he once was. He's on medicine now. He likes going fast, but he has learned to slow down a lot. He used to be really head shy, but now he doesn't really care. He, again, is bomb-proof, not spooky at all. He is not picky with food at all, and will go anywhere you point him. He is also the first horse, pony, whatever thing I've ever galloped. He holds many of my first things I've ever done, like crazy horse things that I've done. He is just a heck of a pony and has made a lot of my dreams come true. And some of my main goals with him, I've technically already accomplished, which is like show him, jump him, all those things. I do want to maybe take him to a jumping 18-inch show. Just, even though he doesn't love it, I do want to do that with him. I think we're going to one in the summer. I don't really have any other goals for him because we've already accomplished everything I really wanted to accomplish with him. Just my last one would just be continue to have fun with him because what a few of my friends and me call him is a jump-on pony. Avery and Emily specifically, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah. I think that is about all with my 2 main ponies. If you have any questions about them, comment, and I will do a short with them because I feel like I'm forgetting some things. But that is it with Mr. Duncan, so now let's move on to Bear. So Bear is my mom's horse. I have just been recently riding him because my mom doesn't ride him all the time. She barely rides. So sometimes I just jump on him for fun, and I have showed him one time, which is this video here. I do not have many videos and photos about him, so this Bear is not going to be a long one. He is about 15.3. My mom's owned him, I would say, close to about 2 years now. One time she did send him back. She owned him for about 6 months and sent him back to his old owners for about 3 months while we were figuring some stuff out, but then she got him back. He is a quarter horse. He is very, very bouncy and has great brakes. He is about 18 years old, I'm pretty sure. For 8 years, from like 4 to 12, he was professionally trained for barrel racing. That's what he did before we got him, but we got him about 2 years ago, so he was 16. So from 12 to 16, he just kind of sat out in a pasture, and then people would just go and ride him. Kind of like what we do, except for they would ride him like once every 3 months, so we ride him like once a week. He loves trails, but his feet are pretty sensitive, and he is kind of lame. He is on Prevaclox and a bunch of joint medicine. The vet did x-rays and everything, and there's nothing wrong with him. Just from his barrel racing past, he just has a little bit of like cracky bones. Not cracky, but just like old bones. And so sometimes he will be a little bit lame in the trot. But overall, he is a very good horse, and I'm very thankful my mom has him. He also stays at our house, and him and Duncan are absolute besties. They take morning naps almost every day together. I think that is it for those 3 ponies, so our last pony will be Bandit. So Bandit is a 6-year-old Welsh cross. He is about 12'1", 12'2", probably 12'1" hands. I've barely any photos and I think like 2 videos of him, as I've only owned him for about a month. He is very skittish. He's only cantered with me about 2 times. I did take him over his first jump the other day and he just didn't really jump it, but then he jumped it the second time. He is very skittish again because he was abused, and he has a lot to learn. 5 facts about him are he is a perfect weight, not fat like all of our other ponies. Bear is a good weight too, but he's a good weight too, but Bandit is like the perfect weight, and he's a really good boy. He is very hard to catch a lot of the time. We are getting catching lessons. It's kind of weird to say catching lessons. I've only actually ridden him a couple times, like 4 or 5. Recently, we've really been working on groundwork. Riding-wise, he is a saint. Not a saint, but, like, he, like, could already kind of troll around a little kid with walk trot. I mean, he just kind of chills out. But on the ground, he can be very skittish. That's why we're working on. He also doesn't really know/care about treats. He does like grain. I mean, every horse likes grain. He also has a blue eye and a little bit of a white thing on his nose. And he is going to make a really good hunter, jumper, anything pony. Even he could go Western. He's has a lot of potential. My goals with him, and I just realized I didn't do any goals with Bear. I don't have any goals with Bear. I maybe would like to go to like a big barrel race one day with Bear. Duncan, we wouldn't spend all the money because, I mean, he is a 12-hand pony. But with Bear, I would like to go to like a big barrel race maybe with him. Bandit, my goals with Bandit, maybe do like an 8-10 inch little course. We're going to trailer him into an arena very soon. If I keep him past doing 18-inch courses, then my goal, what I want him to turn out to be is maybe not pony finals because he's not hungry enough yet nearly for that. But I would like him to go to, like, after I'm done with him, go to a home where they're going to be showing him in children's pony, or even in the small divisions, like just even taking him to like places like like just a very competitive small pony. And maybe not pony finals, but if you keep the right training, you can really turn any horse hungry. But if they have a natural given hungriness, it's a lot easier. I've never fallen off of him. I've ridden him bareback once. I've also never fallen off Bear. I forgot to add that in there too. But I don't really know much. I've only had him for barely, I think, 3 weeks, so not even a month yet. So I don't really know much about him. So I think that will be all for Bandit. So thank you guys just so much for if you stayed until the very end of this vlog. Sorry for some of my stuttering like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Christmas special vlog.